Going out?
What?
I didn't know we had plans.
We don't. Just putting on some lipstick.
And that dress. Guess that's just for lounging around the house, huh?
Yeah, it's new. Don't you like it?
Love it. Yeah, I love it. Just doesn't really seem like your style.
You don't think?
No, it kind of reminds me of, what was your name? Tess.
Nash, it's just some lipstick and
You're not going through with this.
Calm down. Who said anything about...
No, I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to let you do it.
I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you right. I think you said you're not going to let me?
I love you. I love you, Jessica. And no, I'm not going to let you pretend to be Tess to fool Jared Banks.
Charlie.
Yes. Charlie, what a surprise.
I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
Not at all. Come on in, please.
I just had to come back into town. I thought I'd see if your recovery was coming along all right.
Oh, that,
Well, look at you. You're doing great. And you look fantastic.
yes, I'm completely recovered. Can I take your coat?
Oh, thank you.
Really? It's so sweet of you to stop by to check on me. Come on, let's go into the living room.
Well, I know how people don't like folks dropping by unannounced. So.
Oh, come on. I mean, how else would you have gotten in touch with me? I didn't give you my number the last time you were here. When'd you get back?
Just this morning.
Uh-huh. Where are my manners? Can I offer you anything?
Oh, no, and I really can't stay for very long. I've got to find myself a hotel. I don't know what's going on in Landview tonight, but everything seems to be booked up. So.
What about that friend of yours? The one you were looking for?
You mean Jared?
Right.
Huh.
Jared. Jared Banks.
Evening.
Did you call him?
It's a bad time?
Yeah, it's a bad time, Banks.
Well, look, I know it's late, but I got 2 tickets to Paradise here. Are you in?
Did I use that picture with the meringue on my chin? I'll skin that photographer alive.
It's so cute. It's right there. Oh, I'm so sorry we're late.
Oh, my photo shoot ran long.
You've both been working hard. Gotta have some time to kick up heels now and then.
Who told you about those heels?
That publicity guy looked me in the eye and swore he...
Do what now?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The photo shoot was great.
I'm real glad to hear that.
Who are you? What have you done with Mo?
I hope things didn't get too crazy around here today while we were gone.
It was quite a morning. These 2 Yankees came in looking for Gigi and Sally Ann.
Was one of them here yesterday? Because that fella was all worried about Gigi and Shane.
I don't think so. I hope Sally Ann's got Gigi mixed up in something bad.
Well, she can take care of herself.
I hope you're right. This did not sound good.
Really? Well, see, Gigi never said anything about Sally Ann being in any kind of trouble. She said she was leaving her husband.
Back away from the car. Stop. Please. Get out. Get out.
for a shot.
I'm all right, boys. All right.
Tommy could have been shot, you know.
Oh, get Tommy out of here.
You can't kill him! Yeah, press me. All right, bring me down.
Easy.
Are these the pictures from the pie contest?
Oh, sure are. Oh, this one's of the judge, right before he almost choked to death.
Look, you can see how purple he is in this shot.
I can't believe you took pictures of that whole mess.
Jane took him. That boy's got a good eye with a camera. Oh, I got doubles for you.
Oh, look how sweet this picture's of you, too.
Yeah, right before it all blew up in our faces.
Yeah, no matter. The best man won.
Thank you, Mo. I guess we better get back to work.
Now, you know, I was thinking, not so in this place anyway. I already turned off the stove. I thought I'd close up early.
I think you're right, Vicky. He's been invaded by aliens.
Well, sometimes a man likes to have someone else cook his supper.
Well, don't be looking at me, Mo Stubbs. Don't you think for 1 minute that I'm going to get up behind that grill and fry you up
Hold
eventually?
on a minute. I wasn't talking about you cooking. I thought maybe you and I could head over to Vincenzo's and have some dinner to celebrate you winning the bake-off.
Oh,
Would that hope be a yes?
well, why not? Well, Vicky, you want to come have some spaghetti with us?
Oh, no. No, this has to be a dinner for the two people who make the best pies in Texas.
Well, you probably have plans with Charlie anyway.
All day together, and you didn't tell her?
Tell me what?
Charlie up and left town on her.
So, Charlie, did you find Mr. Banks?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did.
I'm your dad. Not in any way that matters to me, okay? So, the only father that I need is dead. Dad.
Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
So tell me, how did it go?
Well, pretty much as I thought it would. We hadn't seen each other for quite a while.
And how is it that the two of you know each other? You were...
Friends.
That's so nice. To have an old friend in a new town. And here in Landview, you have two friends, an old one and a new one. You planning on sticking around?
Well, you never know. You really did recover surprisingly fast. I thought you were going to be on the cane for a longer time.
I'm very grateful to you. If you had not found me lying unconscious by the side of the driveway, heavens knows what would have happened.
Just the right place at the right time.
It's marvelous, isn't it, that fate sometimes hands us these bonuses. Oh! Jared Banks! No wonder that name sounded so familiar.
Really? Why was that?
Because it's been in the newspapers, didn't he tell you?
Tell me what?
It turns out he isn't Jared Banks at all. That young man is a Buchanan.
What are you talking about?
I'll explain. Jessica,
Jared.
were you two going out?
2 tickets to paradise. What you talking about?
I've come up with a plan that's going to make us all a lot of money.
Who's us?
As in you, me, and your lovely husband here.
Lovely husband. Thank you. Not interested.
Well, when you realize how much money I'm talking about, I think you'll be very interested.
Is this about the vineyard?
And Buchanan Enterprises.
Well, I have nothing to do with Buchanan Enterprises.
A situation that will soon be remedied by my brilliant proposal.
Which is?
We sell the vineyard to BE.
Get the hell out of my house.
That's a real mature reaction, Nash. Aren't you even going to listen to what I have to say?
I have done nothing but listen to you, Banks.
Buchanan.
Buchanan. How could I forget? Because you will not let anyone in this whole town forget that you're Buchanan, right?
So this whole new era about good feelings you were talking about, burying the hatchet and whatnot, that was just a load of BS?
No, it's just over. See, Jessica and I were willing to bury the hatchet in spite of everything you did and everything you threatened to do. But this, well, that's crossing the line.
Well, because I came up with a brilliant idea that's going to make us all rich.
I will burn these vines to the ground before I let you sell my vineyard to anyone. And I mean anyone. Never mind my wife's family business.
Aren't you being a little short-sighted? The vineyard is a business, and the object of any business is to make as much money as possible.
Well, it's never really been about money for Nash.
It's about money for everyone, sweetheart.
Whoa, she's not your sweetheart. Don't call her that again. I should have known you were lying.
Lying?
Yes, lying. You remember when you first bought Antonio's shares and came in here as a partner? You said that you understood what this place was about for me and you wanted to work with me on that.
I wasn't lying.
Oh. You've been in Buchanan for what? 5 minutes? And already all you can think about is boosting up that company's stock. Well, you are not going to piss all over my dream.
I'm sorry, I thought your dream was to produce wine. With my idea, you're going to be able to produce 5,000 cases a year, not 500.
Or maybe we could put it in a box instead of bottling it.
It just doesn't get it.
You know, I didn't have to come down here and talk to you about this. But I did it because we were supposed to be partners. And instead of sitting down and having a rational conversation, you fly off the handle like some prima donna.
Okay. I appreciate the fact that you thought that this was a good idea, but is not something that Nash has ever wanted. He wants this vineyard to stay small, a quality vineyard, something that's going to grow and stay a family business, something that he can pass on to Bree from his side of the family. He is not interested in becoming global or making a big profit. It's about having pride in your work and loving what you do.
I can appreciate that. But wouldn't it be selfish to limit that legacy to Bree? My plan would only enlarge it and make Bree part of something incredibly special.
Bree is already a part of something incredibly special. The answer is no.
Sorry, pal, I don't think this is your decision to make.
So it was in the paper.
As you can see, made the front page with a big picture of the young man. My goodness, he's rather good looking, isn't he? Funny, I didn't make the connection before this. You see, apparently, during the reading of Asa's will in Texas, Asa acknowledged that he had sired yet another son with someone, somewhere. And then the DNA proved that it was this Jared Banks. I'm stunned, really, that he never mentioned it to you.
Well, no, I had heard about it.
Yes. Landview has been talking about nothing else because the Buchanans are one of our most prominent families, nouveau riche. So, of course, there's no guarantee of refinement.
No kidding. Well, you know, I'm glad that you're doing so well now that I've seen that. I think it's time for me to head out.
Oh, no. You are not going anywhere.
Well, I still have to find a hotel, and, you know, I stopped by that Angel Square Hotel, and nobody was behind the desk, but maybe somebody will be there.
No, that place is such a dump. We've got the Palace. It's owned and operated by Renee, Asa Buchanan's widow.
Yeah, well, I drove by that place, and it looked a little expensive.
Yes, but now that your friend, Jared, turns out to be a Buchanan, maybe you can get a nice hefty discount.
I don't really like to impose, you know. And that Angel Square Hotel was fine. The last time I was...
Fine? Absolutely not. Fine is not good enough for the man who came to my rescue. No. I've got my date book in the kitchen. I'll make a few calls. We will network you into the perfect situation. Help yourself to anything that looks good.
You want your son to be halfway to Mexico by
You took a shot at my son, Ramsey.
If I'd have shot at your son, he'd be bleeding.
You're after Marcy?
No, I'm not leaving you here.
John, I can tell you, it's okay. It's anything major. I'm not going to bleed to death. You go now.
Listen to me. I'm going to call an ambulance. Stay put. Fine, but you gotta get to Marcy and Tommy before those two guys do.
Hey, John. Hold up a second. I think I'm the only one with a gun here, so I'm going to decide who goes after my son.
Slow down, Marcy. Slow down. And you have to stay calm. You have to stay calm because you don't want anybody to pull you over again. You don't want to do anything that might hurt Tommy. Daddy was okay. All right? He was okay. I know he was okay because he said that he was okay, and he understands, you know? He understands that I love you, and he knows that we love him too. But we had to go because those men were going to take you away from me, and I had to protect you. Do you hear me? I had to. And someday you're going to understand. Someday everybody is going to understand. Oh, God. God, what have I done?
You're going to play the 51% card.
I will if I have to. I wanted this to be something we went in on as partners.
Yes, and you're so reasonable in that. Hey, partner, go along with this or else.
I tried to discuss.
Try to discuss. You don't discuss, Banks. You steamroll. You know, I think this whole Buchanan identity thing, I think it's going to your head because somehow you actually seem to think that the board is going to go along with that.
And why wouldn't they?
Because they're not idiots. They know that Pennsylvania isn't exactly the world capital of wineries. It's not even the capital of the East Coast. There are some wonderful, quality, small vineyards here, and that is exactly what this place is going to be.
Nash, there could be Brennan wineries all over this country.
Wow! I did not get into this profession to be a part of corporate America.
Okay. There's got to be some room to compromise here, okay? Now, you have both come up with good points, but Jared, you just said so yourself that you just came up with this plan, so you can't possibly be ready to present it to the board at BE, and it won't matter if you have controlling shares of the vineyard if the board refuses your offer.
I'll get the votes I need.
How? I mean, you may have snowed Renee into believing that you're actually Ace's son, but I really don't think that the rest of the board is going to buy your act.
And you're going to need the majority vote.
You said it yourself, Nash. The board members aren't idiots. When they see how much money this is going to bring in, they will approve it.
But Jared, you're the one bringing in the proposal. Now, Renee may be fooled, but everyone else on that board hates you.
I'm going to network you into the perfect situation.
That is very kind of you. Could you excuse me for a moment?
Oh, absolutely. Please, go ahead. In fact, I'll just give you some privacy. Charlie, there are a lot of things you're not telling me. Wonder what other secrets you've got.
You should have told me about Charlie leaving you all alone.
You know what? I'm a big girl and I'm fine.
But still.
Now, padlock the back door. Just make sure the freezer's on before you leave.
I will do that. I hope you two have a really good time.
Well, I'm going to order the al dente. So you better be ready to fork over that extra $1.50, Mo.
You can order any little old thing your heart desires.
Well, listen to you.
Honey, I promise you that I will never put you in that kind of danger again, okay? Look, I know that gun going off scared you because it scared me. But Daddy's okay. All right, he's okay. He's a doctor, and he knows these things. So once we get across that border, we are going to go so far that no one will ever find us again. It'll be fine. And I have the money. I have the passports. I have... Oh, God.
Wasting time here.
Took a shot at a woman and a child.
I didn't take a shot, and the woman is a crazy criminal, belongs in jail.
Don't talk about
It
Marcy
seems
like
to me that if it weren't for you three knuckleheads, I'd have my son now, and I'd be home with the rest of my family. All right, so if any of you try to follow me, I won't hesitate to use this. John, you can go ahead and stay here and babysit your brother. Ramsey, you can go to hell. John, would you give me your keys?
I'm not giving you my keys.
Please, Jim.
I got no reception, Mike. Of course, you have no idea where they're going. I do.
You're an idiot! I cannot believe I left the money and the passports in the bag in the cafe! I'm sorry. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to the cafe.
Oh my God. Marcy.
You really think all the members of the board dislike me?
Dislike? Oh, no, I used the word hate.
Oh. See, I'm disappointed in you, Nash. And not because of your inaccurate assessment of how people perceive me, but because you think I actually care.
Oh, well, you'll care when that proposal gets shot down.
You don't like me, do you?
I was trying so hard to cover my feelings.
What would you do if I actually came in here with an idea that you loved? You know, something that you thought would help turn this place into your dream. The dream you have for your family's future.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nash can't stand me.
No.
But he wouldn't pass on the opportunity to get what he wanted, even if it came from me. The same thing with the board at BE. Their feelings about me aren't going to matter if they think my plan is going to make their stock price go up and make them a lot of money.
What do you know about the stock price of BE?
Don't you remember Ace's will? If the stock price of Buchanan Enterprises does not increase within 1 year, none of us may claim our inheritance. And that goes for your lovely wife here and her beautiful sister.
You were there, you remember.
Yeah, I remember. I'm going to go talk to Natalie and Clint.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And when they've gone over my proposal, I'm sure they'll both be excited about having you as a participant in this venture.
Oh, you really think Natalie's going to support you?
Natalie's perfectly capable of putting aside anything personal that happened between us.
Oh.
She realizes that we're both victims of circumstance.
Yeah, you're a real victim. I won't be long.
Nash, stay calm.
That's your cue to leave.
No. Good night, Jessica. A pleasure, as always.
You'll believe that guy. He just had the rest of his life handed to him on a silver platter, and still all he can think about is getting even with Tess.
I know.
Yeah. Little plan you had, but acting like her. I hope you realize now how crazy that is.
Are you telling me you know where this crazy bitch is headed?
Marcy would never hurt
You got
me.
GPS in your head or something? Think of a Marcy, you instantly know where she is?
I know where she's going. I know exactly how she's going to get there.
Yeah. Of course, you drove me around for a couple hours. That would give her plenty of time to get to the border, wouldn't it?
Sure. Go ahead. Go on your own. All right? How do you think he's going to be without wheels? What happens when Ramsey finds Marcy and Tommy first?
You better stick with me. I found her, didn't I?
You're gonna have to stay here. Took a shot at my son. John, let's do it. But if we find them, remember who has the gun.
That wasn't. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah?
Don't let them hurt Marcy. I won't. Listen, I'm gonna get some reception. All right, I'm gonna call an ambulance. You sit tight. I'll be back.
Bye.
You and your wife are in big trouble, man.
Shut up, Ramsey.
Where's my gun?
Which mean the one that you shot at my wife and kid with? I hope you never find it.
I cannot believe that I left the bag in the diner. What was I thinking? Oh my God. Look, you know what? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I'll go in, I'll go out, and you know what? Hopefully, maybe nobody will recognize me, right? Right? God, what have I done?
I can't believe it. Marcy's been here all along. She's Sally Ann, and she's been helping her. My God, she was staying in the same hotel I was.
The alley behind that address, gunshot wound to the shoulder. Okay, thank you.
All right, where is she?
How is Tess gonna get to Jared, huh?
How do you think?
Oh, that's great. So you're gonna what? You're gonna sleep with Jared Banks?
I am not going to sleep with anybody. But come on, I want him to think that he has a shot if he plays ball.
We got rid of Tess. We do not need her mucking up our lives.
Jared, what are you doing?
I know. Hubby won't be happy, but I was driving away, and there it is. I realized I forgot my business plan, which was probably a Freudian thing because I really wanted to talk to you alone about this.
Why?
Because I'm tired of you and the husband treating me like I'm the villain. I came to Landview because of you, remember? Oh, I'm sorry. It was Tess.
Jared, I have run out of ways to apologize for that.
Then why don't you try considering my plan? Because this is a good one. You know, and I'm really ticked off that you and Wineboy won't even listen to me because I'm the one that came up with the idea. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter what I say. You're going to do everything in your power to convince your family to vote against me when this comes up, right?
Hi. Do you really think that it would be to my advantage to go against my husband?
Okay, now she's going to accept this. But if he doesn't change things around here by spring, this little niche vineyard of his is going to be in the red. And I'm not talking wine, I'm talking debt. This can save that. It's a good deal, Jessica.
Well, Nash won't see it that way.
The board will, eventually. I'll get them to see it that way. Jessica, I promise you, in the long run, you're not going to be able to stop the board from buying this place.
What makes you think I want to stop them?
I was just about to call you.
Hi, Charlie. I've been thinking about you, too. Oh, Lord, I wish you were here.
What? Is everything okay?
No, it's not. Everything is one great, big, awful mess.
Blair, I don't have time to get into it right now.
I called to tell you I found Sam. No, I don't have him yet. Yeah, I'll call you later. You don't have a clue where he is. You have no idea where she went. You just want to keep me from finding.
I know where she's going.
But now would be a good time to tell me.
She's going back to the diner where she worked as a waitress.
Hey, John. How stupid do you think I am?
It's all about my brother. He's gotten himself into a mess, and now all of a sudden I'm right in the middle of it, and I just want to hear your voice before I do what I know I have to do.
Well, look, if you need someone, I mean, just to listen to you, I'm here. It sounds serious.
It is. Oh, Charlie, I'm about to destroy somebody's life.
I couldn't do it, you know. I couldn't leave without you. I love you too much.
I love you too. I love you both so much. We're in big trouble. We have to.
Oh, listen to me. Listen to me. I know what we have to do, okay? You and Tommy and I, we're going to leave together, and we are going to make it across that border. We are. And then the three of us, we're going to be a family again, okay?
It's not that easy.
No, we'll make it work. Okay, we'll make it work because we love each other, and that is all a family needs when they're together, okay? So come on, come with me. Honey, you got to hurry.
I still love you. I still
Please
love
come.
you.
Hurry, honey. Come on, come quick.
Marcy. Marcy?
We're almost there, honey, okay? No one's tailing us. So we're gonna do fine. We're gonna go in, we're gonna get the passports, and then we're gonna go where no one will ever find us.
Why don't I just pull over and let you out, John?
So much for our deal.
I believe the deal was that you tell me where Marcy is. That diner's the last place she'd go.
Well, that's where we'll find her.
Is she gonna stock up on bear claws and Danishes before she hits the border?
She left something behind, something she's gonna need.
What's that?
This.
So let me get this straight. You don't intend to lobby the board to vote against me?
Lobby the board? Listen to you.
So you like my idea?
Like your idea? Are you kidding me? If you can get BE to buy this raisin plant, make it a brand name, make us more dough, I am all for it.
You are.
Yes. I mean, living in a vineyard does sound romantic and all, but it's not exactly like we live in a mansion in Napa here.
Okay, but, you know, a few minutes ago when Nash was here, you were all about his dream for this place.
His dream. My nightmare. All he does is work. I feel like the farmer's wife. You know, it's not about being global or making a profit. It's about having a sense of pride and loving what you do. Are you kidding me? Do you think I believe that? But I convinced you now, didn't I?
Convinced me. I'm sorry. I'm totally lost here, Jessica.
Oh. No. She's not here.
Oh.
Jessica. Remember me, honey? The one that set you up? The one that put you in prison? Mm-hmm. Now I gotta find a way to make it up to you.
Tess.
In the flesh.
Heavens.
Vicky.
Vicky, are you sure you don't want to just tell me all about it?
I will, but I'll do it when I see you in person, okay?
Okay, well, if there's anything that I can do.
Thank you. Charlie, listen, I want to tell you something, okay? When I let you go off by yourself, I did that partly because I was...
Gun shy?
Yeah.
You want me to come back to Paris?
No, I think you need to stay with your son. I just want to hear your voice, you know. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm sober. I'm just a little worried about you.
No, I'm fine. I mean, I'll be fine.
Okay, will you call me later?
Yeah, I will. You take care, Charlie. Bye. Oh, Marcy, I'm so sorry.